Welcome, welcome, beautiful one. Happy New Year. It is such an honor to be welcoming in this new year with this opportunity to share some sacred quality time with ourselves. And we are going to be embarking on a beautiful ritual this evening, something that is oh so soothing and gentle for the mind, body, and soul, as we welcome in this new year, this new beginning, this new cycle, and we meet the energies of the year ahead with from a place of openness and bigger picture, expansive vision. I think it's all too easy to get caught up at this time of the year with setting goals and making New Year's resolutions, and I've shared a little bit about this before in the past with you all. So you've got a sense of where I sit with resolutions. And really, at the end of the day, for me, it's about tapping into how it is you really want to feel, what feelings you want to cultivate, and then allowing those feelings to be that source of connection that helps you to create a deeper, more meaningful life. So the ritual I want to offer tonight is a beautiful, gentle, guided visualization that is going to invite you into a space of stepping back, of seeing life from a much bigger, higher perspective. And from that point of view, really touching in on what is truly meaningful for you. And what does it feel like to reach that embodied state of awareness for how it feels in your bones, in your being, when you are living from that place of fulfillment and ease and contentment. And then from that feeling, getting a sense as to what actions are needed in order for you to cultivate more of that in your life? What actions are needed to help you to keep coming home to this remembering, to this feeling deep within you? So the invitation, as always, is to pause, make a cuppa, create a little sacred space for yourself, maybe light a candle. Create a bit of space in order for you to be able to be at ease and comfortable, perhaps even uninterrupted if that's a possibility in your home. If not, plugging some headphones in and creating a space where you can just drift away with the sound of my voice. Allow yourself to be at ease and comfort in your body, so finding whatever position will help support you with that. But really dedicating this next little bit of time to be with yourself, to be with all that's here right now as you greet the new year, to meet yourself just as you are, and then to go that little bit deeper, to drop down into the depths of who you really are. And together, as I say, this beautiful practice is going to be hopefully nourishing to you in the ways you need it the most. And the best way for that to be the case is in order for you to really just honor what feels true and right for you. So trusting that everything I offer into this space is just an invitation, and you can pick and choose the bits that resonate and let go of the rest. So with that said, let's dive deep into this beautiful time of self-care, of nourishment, of exploration and inquiry, of touching deep into that part of yourself that longs to be seen, felt, and heard. And wherever you are, take a moment now just to get yourself settled and comfortable. I'm just going to have a little sip of my cuppa. So while you're getting yourself comfortable, there are a couple of other things that may or may not filter into this time that you have with yourself. We may have an opportunity to sing or chant at the end, so you may want space to be able to make some noise or sounding. You may like to have some oracle cards. All of these are optional, a journal and pen. As always, I just offer up into the space and you just go with the bits that feel and resonate, and you may carry this on. After we have completed our time together, there may be resonance that want to carry forward, more time for you to write or just to continue opening. So just trusting the process and whatever you need the most. So hopefully now you are comfortable, you found that ultimate place of rest and ease in your body. And if it feels right, I want to invite you just to allow the windows of your eyes to just soften. And that could mean closing your eyes completely if that feels right, or it may just mean softening your gaze, maybe taking your gaze down low and finding one thing to focus your awareness on, just with soft, soft eyes, allowing that presence and attention on the world around you just to slowly start to fold back so that you can bring awareness inward. And as you turn your attention inward, just taking a nice full deep breath, a conscious breath in whatever way feels most natural and easy for you. And then softly exhaling if it feels right with a sigh, an audible exhale. Just allowing whatever natural sounds are there to move with your exhale just over these next few breaths. As we begin to transition into sacred space together, as we begin this very slow, gentle journey from the busyness of the mind, the busyness of the day, the evening, wherever you have been, whatever you have been doing, just allowing those threads to slowly gather in and meet down at the center of you, wherever that place of center is in you today. You may even like to take a hand to that part of your body. Perhaps it's the heart, perhaps it's your lower belly, wherever your center feels today. Just if it feels right to allow some quality of touch, just welcoming your hand to that place. And then bringing awareness into your breath, taking a full deep breath into the space beneath your hand. And just noticing for a few breaths this gentle movement, the undulating movement of the inhale and the exhale, the soft contraction, the gentle expansion. Finding some form of mindfulness and comfort in this gentle, subtle movement of the breath through your body. And wherever you are, however you are, just inviting this next exhale as an opportunity to just sink a little bit deeper into the connection you have with the space beneath you. Dropping down, 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 becoming heavier in your body, heavier in your bones, feeling that gentle pull of gravity that helps to draw you down and in, anchoring down and in, drawing down and into your center, and taking a moment just to breathe into that center. Each exhale sinking a little bit deeper. Each inhale just feeling into the spaciousness, noticing whatever spaciousness is opening up within you. Welcoming that sense of openness and space. And then letting go. Allowing whatever thoughts are there to just continue to open up into the spaciousness. Allowing the body to sink down deeper into the space beneath you. Allowing yourself to be held and supported by this great earth that is meeting you, beneath you. So taking this moment now just to arrive, to be with all that is here without judgment. No need to change anything or fix anything. Perhaps you're feeling or noticing sensations in the body. Just allowing yourself to be with them, to welcome them wholeheartedly. Maybe making some further adjustments where you can to really allow and give yourself full permission to relax. Whatever will help you to feel as much ease and comfort in your body as you can. Noticing the state of your thoughts now as you continue to find more and more space opening up within. Just accepting, allowing, welcoming all that is here right now to be here in this moment. Knowing that with each and every breath you bring your awareness to, there is more and more connection. Connection to your center. Connection to the space that's opening within you. That sense of spaciousness. From which everything arises and dissolves. Being there. Right now. Beautiful. So I invite you to bring to mind, using the power of your imagination, bring to mind a vision of you in the future. Imagine yourself in the later days, the later moments of your life. Perhaps you are sitting comfortably in a seat, wrapped in a blanket, feeling warm and comfortable, at peace and at ease. And imagine the space around you surrounded by expansive views of nature. Allowing this imagery or this experience to take form in whatever way feels most natural for you. Perhaps you can visualize a beautiful natural environment around you as you look out into the distance. Perhaps you can hear the sounds of nature, the sounds of water or the breeze. And perhaps you can just feel the essence of being surrounded by nature, of how it feels for you when you are in that beautiful, safe space in nature that helps you to feel connected to something far greater. However this experience starts to take form in your mind's eye, just allow it to be in its fullness, knowing in your bones that you are safe, that you are comfortable. And as this beautiful environment starts to take its fullest beauty, allow that experience to become as vivid as possible, turning up the volume that little bit more so that you can hear all the wonderful sounds in this natural environment, making the colors as rich and as vivid as possible. Noticing the quality of light in this space as you look out over the beautiful view of nature that is surrounding you. And it's from this place of deep connection, of feeling safe and held and connected to the Great Mother and to this beautiful natural environment that is supporting you, that I'd like to invite you to bring to your mind's eye the people that you love dearly, the ones who you have shared this life with, the ones who you have allowed intimacy to filter through, where you've allowed your veils to fall and for them to fully see you, to meet you just as you are. Welcoming these beautiful beings that you love so dearly into your mind's eye now. And as these beings come in to join you, they're coming to share with you their gratitude. Perhaps they even have messages for you with their thanks for whatever it is that they have received from you in this life. And as you sit there and just open to these messages, trusting in however these messages are delivered, even if they don't fully make sense, just welcoming them and allowing yourself, if you can, just to soften that little bit more. To soften and allow yourself to receive. To receive whatever thanks, gratitude and love these beautiful beings have to offer you. Let that fill you. Let that fill your cup. Let their words, their messages, let the feeling of their presence, of their love and their joy or their gratitude or whatever it is they want to share with you, let that penetrate you. Let those feelings fill you up from the inside out. And as you do, start to now imagine the other people that you have been present to in this life, the people that you may have met along your path, those that are familiar to you, friends, acquaintances. Start to imagine more and more people coming into this sacred space with you and just welcoming them wholeheartedly, allowing them to greet you, to meet you, to share their messages, to share their gratitude. In some way, some shape, some form, you have touched them in this life. And allow yourself to be open and receiving of whatever grace and gratitude they have to share with you. And allow yourself, just without filtering, just to allow these people to come in. Perhaps these are people that surprise you. Perhaps these are people that you're surprised by their presence, or they're reminded of them. They're people you haven't seen or thought of or heard of in a long time, but just allow them to come into your awareness. Allow them to share with you. Allow them to share their message and allow yourself to fully receive it. Let them tell you of how they have touched you, how you have touched them. Allow them to share with you, to connect with you. And then start to allow the space around you to fill with beings that you may have never even seen before, beings that you may have only so briefly crossed paths with, perhaps beings that are beyond the veil, that have moved on. Welcoming into this space all of those who have come before you, your ancestors, the people whose bloodlines flow through your veins. Starting to allow the space around you to fill with so many beings. It's hard to see them all, but opening to their messages, receiving them. Perhaps you can feel their presence. Perhaps you can see them. Perhaps you can hear them. Trusting in whatever experience is taking place right now in your mind's eye, and opening, allowing yourself to soften that little bit more, to fully open and receive the blessings, the gratitude, the love of all of these beings, even the ones that you've never even met before, but in some magical way you have touched them, you have gifted them something in this life. Let them share their gifts with you now. Let them return that gratitude. Let them return that love, open to fully receiving it, open to allowing it. And now starting to span even further back now, getting even more space, filling in with all of the animals, all of the animal realm that you have touched or connected with, who have shared some form of experience in this life. And perhaps these are even animals that you've never even been in the presence of, but in some way, shape or form, your thoughts, words and actions have impacted them. Let the animal realm come into your mind's eye now. Let them thank you in the ways that they want to thank you. And now really going all the way out, starting to expand back into that expansiveness of nature, feeling the presence of the trees and the plants and the flowers, all of those herbs and medicines that you have been in connection with in this life. Perhaps there's trees and plants that you have planted, or vegetables you've grown or consumed. Just whatever presence of the plant realm that wants to come through right now, let that come through. Allow yourself to fully receive it, to acknowledge it, to feel the presence of it, to let its gifts land in you as you are now surrounded by all of your relatives, the finned, the furred, the feathered, the creepy crawlies, the plants, the beings both here and those unseen, surrounded by the immensity of all of your relations, all of the amazing living organisms that you have been in contact with through this life that you have lived, through this very full, nourishing and fulfilling life that you have lived. All of these beings showering you in their gratitude, in their love, and allowing that feeling that is there right now to rise up in you, to fill you, allowing it to become fuller and deeper with every single breath. And just noticing what sensations are there physically in your physical body, noticing what's there emotionally, noticing and welcoming it all. And taking these gifts and receiving these gifts, bowing with gratitude back to all of these beings, offering some form of gesture, of word, of thought, of love that you can beam back to all of these beings here with you right now, acknowledging them in some way, shape or form that feels most natural to you. And knowing that even as their appearance, even as their experience and sensation of them being here with you, even as that starts to slowly dissipate now, knowing that their presence, their energy, their love and their gratitude is with you always. So even now, as they're becoming more and more transparent, their presence beginning to fade from your awareness, this beautiful, expansive scene of nature starting to come to the forefront again, becoming more and more aware of the natural environment that surrounds you as you come to be here, sitting, present, at peace and ease, surrounded by immense beauty. Feeling that connection, feeling the resonance of whatever energy and sensations have arose for you, allowing that sensation to stay present as you land back in your body, really feeling yourself in your body, coming back to the here and now, to this time, to this place. Giving thanks in your own special way for whatever insights, whatever discoveries, whatever has awakened in you through this experience. Giving gratitude for that. Taking a nice full deep breath in. An audible sigh to release. And in your own way and in your own time, very, very slowly, perhaps opening your eyes just 1/3 of the way, taking your gaze down towards the ground, letting whatever sensations, feelings are there, letting them stay fully present in your physical being, noticing the shift of your state of being. Noticing what's there, but just allowing your eyes to slowly start to take in the space around you, the colors, the textures. When you're ready, slowly opening your eyes a little bit more, maybe halfway now, starting to take in a little bit more of the space around you, starting to orient to whatever room or space you are in, taking in the objects in this space. Noticing the shapes, the colors, the quality of the light. And when you're ready, only when you're ready, allowing your eyes to open fully and to take in this space around you as if for the first time, just allowing your eyes to slowly move around the space. Just seeing what you see right here, right now. And staying fully present to whatever feeling state is here right now for you. In this space now, if you want to just take a moment or two with your journal and pen, just to sit with and explore whatever it is that was most significant to you about this experience. What was significant for you? What did you discover? What did you feel? How do you feel right now? And if you're not feeling called to write, that's fine. Perhaps just using this opportunity, this time of pause and stillness, just to reflect on, just to inwardly reflect on whatever it was that touched you the most. And perhaps just feeling into the essence of whatever it was you received, from all of these beings, feeling into the essence of that, and just allowing some sense of that to bubble up within you. With all that you just received, what is it that's truly meaningful to you? What did you discover about what is truly meaningful in this life that you are living? And as you sit with that, allowing the resonance of this experience to continue permeating through your being. Just noticing if there's a nature of the mind to want to start to analyze things too minutely, to get caught up in the detail. Just allow yourself to take a full breath in. That soft releasing down, down, down breath as you come back to the body. There's no need to analyze this experience. Just simply opening to the experience, opening to the sensations that are here for you right now in this moment, opening to any guidance or insight that wants to be known, wants to be seen, wants to be heard, perhaps just wants to be marked in a way where you can acknowledge it and allow it to inform you as you start to feel into the kind of energies and feeling you want to cultivate in this coming year. And trusting whatever sensations are there, even if they can't be fully labeled, even if they're not quite tangible for you, but they're there, you've got this sense. Just be with that sense and open to your higher self. Allow this sense to be something you can anchor and come back to. Maybe taking a hand to wherever you feel is the center of your being right now, and just breathing into this feeling, breathing into this sensation of your hand, and allowing it to be an anchor so that anytime you need, you can take your hand to this place at your center and breathe in the memory of this feeling. Breathe in the muscle memory, the neural memory of this state of being. Allow it to come forth into your daily life. So as you sit with this feeling, as you sit with this state of being, and we start to feel into what is it you want your life to feel like as you go forward. You may, if you have your deck of oracle cards there, you may like to draw a card. You may like to draw a card that helps you to orient to this feeling state. And the question may simply be, what feeling state do I wish to cultivate as I go forward? What feeling state will help me to continue to remember what is truly meaningful in this life? Or what action, this one's a big one, what action can I take in this next week to keep this essence of what is truly meaningful alive? So they're just a few questions you may like to ponder with your oracle cards. I'm going to lean into that last one. What action can I take in this next week to help me remember what is truly meaningful? So being with whatever insight or guidance is there, as I say, you don't need cards for this. You could just ponder these questions. You can pause and journal with them. You can explore them further. But the essence of the inquiry as we go forward is about in what ways can you continue to come home to this remembering of what is truly meaningful? Because it's all too easy to get caught up in the hurly-burly of life, living our to-do lists, checking off the boxes, getting caught up in our ambitions, our desires to have more, be more, grow more. But when we peel all of the layers aside and we come back to that bigger vision of this life, we touch what is truly important. The hope or the intention as we begin a new year is to be able to really cultivate what is truly meaningful. To let that be our lighthouse, that directional beam of light that we can continue to just reorient to whenever we need, whenever we slip off, whenever we find ourselves distracted or turned upside down or swept up in the chaos of life. That light of what is truly meaningful, that sense and that essence that is there now in our beings, that can help reorient us so that the decisions we're making are in alignment with that feeling. The decisions we're making are part and parcel with continuing to cultivate that state of being that we feel. When we are really connected to life and the many beings that we share and touch and come into connection with. So there are a few things there to ponder, and I please welcome you to share a little bit about your experience, your insights, your discoveries in the comments. It's such a rich way for us to be able to feel the collective connection, the collective messages. So much of what we touch when we drop into these deeper places in ourselves are part of the collective field. And when someone else names something that we may not have been able to name ourselves, we feel the essence of it. When someone else offers up their reflections, we can sometimes see ourselves reflected in that. So please, I welcome any insights, anything that feels really significant to you, that you feel comfortable sharing in the comments. Please take a moment now just to share a little in the comments. Just while I get myself ready now to be able to offer up some kind of, I think we're going to chant. I think we're going to chant to finish this session. So taking a moment now just to share a little something in the comments, or hit the like button or the subscribe if you're not already on the channel, so that you can join me for more and more of these embodied experiences, explorations, the sacred practices that help you to really touch those deeper places in yourself and connect with a more richer substance with this life that you are living. So feel free to do whatever resonates the most, but it goes a long way for me if you do. Share your love, likes, comments. Beautiful. So the chant I'd like to offer it's got two parts to it. There's a Sanskrit chant. It's a mantra in Sanskrit that is relatively simple. So I like to keep this as easy as possible, so that if you feel called to share, to raise your voice, to allow the essence of sound to vibrate through you, I invite you to do so. So there's a part that starts in Sanskrit, and then there is a part in English. You can intermittently change as it pleases between the two, but the melody line can stay the same, so that it just helps you to stay with it. And once you get your flow, with this mantra, you can go in all kinds of places when it comes to harmonies and playful tones of your voice. So I invite you to journey with me through this sound experience. You may like to raise your voice to meet mine. You may like to hum, to sway, to move your body. You may just like to listen and let the essence of the sound move through you. However serves you the most is obviously where the invitation lies. And the key thing when we are using sound in this way at the end of our rituals is really just to allow the frequency, to allow the resonance of sound to amplify whatever discoveries and whatever has awoken in you, to allow that to amplify, to allow your being to expand into its infinity, so that there's a ripple of this sacred work moving out and into the world. Everything we do in the way of deep self-care, deep soul nurturing, has the potential to heal in ways we cannot fathom. It can heal our ancestors, it can heal our bloodlines, the people who have come before us. It can heal the generations yet to be born. It can heal our family members, our loved ones, our pets. It can heal people we don't even know. So trust when we do this sound work at the end of a ritual that it's an opening and an opportunity for the resonance of this inner work to expand well out into this cosmos. So that is the power of these little mantras, even though they may seem simple and perhaps even insignificant to you if you're not generally someone into sound. But I do invite you to stay with me even if you're not, because this is something that's just an integrative process to help the experience we've just had ripple and move through us. So this mantra is it's one that I've learnt by through Sacred Earth, one of my favorite chanting groups, and it's super simple. Om Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. They're the Sanskrit words. And then we'll add another section in which is in English, and that's super simple too. So I just invite you to listen a few times and then go with the flow. Om Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. 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 Join me. Om Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. Om Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. Om Shri Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. Here's the second verse. Fly, fly high, let the earth touch the sky. Fly, fly high, let the earth touch the sky. Fly, fly high, let the earth touch the sky. Om Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai touch the sky. Oh, Shri Ram, Jaya Ram, Jai Jai Ram. Om Shri Ram, Jaya Ram, Jai Jai Ram. Fly, fly, let the earth touch the sky. Fly, fly, let the earth touch the sky. Fly, fly high, let the earth touch the sky. Fly, fly high, let the earth touch the sky. Om Shri Ram, Jaya Ram, Jai Jai Ram. Om Shri Ram, Jaya Ram, Jai Jai Ram. Om Shri Ram, Jaya Ram, Jai Jai Ram. Om. Just letting the resonance of those words, of those frequencies, of those sounds just permeate your being, letting the power of this beautiful sacred work ripple out into the world in whatever way will serve the highest good. And taking a moment now just to bow down to your own heart space, bow down to your center, and just feeling the gratitude that is there for having made this time and space in your life to tend to yourself in this deep, loving way. To all of you who are here sharing in this experience, we are not alone. Many of us gathering in this sacred space together, so feeling the presence of all of those who have been here chanting with us, journeying with us, discovering with us. Blessings, dear one. May whatever beauty and nourishment has come through this experience ripple forth into this year ahead. May you continue to know the beauty, the love of what is truly meaningful in this life for you. May that be your true north. Blessings.